Tom, good afternoon. Here we are at the TFWA 2014 show, and it's been an interesting year for the company.
Absolutely.
Busy one, some change. Basically, how would you describe your footprint within travel retail at the moment?
So we set up the travel retail team within Treasury Wine Estates about 18 months ago. We put an experienced team of industry professionals in place in all key global locations. Our business is very strong in our home market of Australia. We have a very strong and growing business in Asia. And also now in Europe, we're gaining real traction with some of the big travel retail operators. And into the Middle East and Africa, the likes of Dubai are performing well for us on our flagship brands. Across the US, within the cruise channel, we have a very strong business there. And we're now having some really positive conversations with airport operators in the US market, which for us historically has not been a big business.
Now, before this interview, you kindly tipped me off that your division's in real stealth has really been going for about 18 months, but you were around in travel retail a long time before then, weren't you?
Yes.
Give us a bit of the background of how you came into it.
So, for me personally? No, for the business. Yeah. For the business. So, for many years we've been selling our wines into travel retail operators and into the channel. 18 months ago, the decision was taken really to capitalise on two opportunities that the business saw out there. Firstly, there was an opportunity really to drive growth in the wine category. The category is relatively underdeveloped. And the business saw an opportunity really to take a lead role in that. From a supplier base, it suffered from a lack of focus and a lack of investment over recent years. We as a global business have got the opportunity to use our portfolio strength, but also our understanding of wine markets and wine consumers, to work with our retail partners to actually deliver category solutions that are going to drive long-term growth. Secondly, for us as a business also, the travel retail channel is viewed by our business in the same way it is across other categories and other luxury goods. It's a luxury retail environment with the right demographic of passenger passing through the airports, and it provides us with the opportunity to act as the ultimate showcase for our brands.
Of course, it's very interesting when we talk about wine, especially some of the real quality wines that are held in such high esteem within your portfolio. Just from the point of view of why travel retail? Because I mean, in the past there have been many wine companies who've taken the view, well, I can make more money from selling my wines in the domestic market. Why do I need a 45% margin? I mean, what's the attraction? Am I trying to build a big brand when I've got a limited allocation of? How do you view that?
Yeah, I mean, the nature of our business is the quantities released each year vary vintage by vintage. We have very, very high standards of quality, and if it means that the wine from a certain vintage is not up to those standards, that wine will not get released, or it will get released in smaller quantities. It's something we need to manage across all channels and all of our customers every year when we have sight of the vintage and the make. For travel retail, we make sure there is allocation available for our key partners. By no means do we sell to every travel retail operator out there. We work with those who have a strong belief in the wine category, who execute wine well, who display and store our wine in the right conditions, and who have the right overall approach to the wine category.
Just quickly, wines that would be on allocation, I mean, could you give us a few of the names of those that are?
So our flagship is Penfolds Grange, and then across the range of the Penfolds right down to from the likes of Bin 707, RWT, McGill Estate, Saint Henri, and then into the bin range of Bin 389 and Bin 407. The whole range has been relabeled the Penfolds Collection, and the latest vintage release was released on the 16th of October, which will be our annual release for the whole Penfolds Collection going forward.
Now, these are the wines that the aficionados love to talk about. What about all those other great wines you've got? You've got quite a few just drinkable wines. You'll probably kill me for saying that, but...
No, we have a fabulous portfolio of wines that cover a number of different qualities and price points. For us in travel retail, Penfolds is a real focus for us, but at the same time we're building strong plans and strong ranges and activations behind our other strong focus brands of Wolf Blass, Martua and Beringer.
Right, now I need to ask you this because a lot of people will have seen this in the financial press. There was a bit of activity around the company not too long ago where people were suggesting, well, is the company going to be a takeover target? I mean, what happened there and where is that now?
what I can say is that the non-exclusive due diligence process that was conducted with 2 private equity houses over recent months is now fully concluded, and the company is now 100% focused on moving ahead to deliver our strategic plan and returning value to shareholders.
So there was never any intention of the company itself to want to be sold, is it, in the first place?
As I said, that process is now concluded, and our sole focus is moving forward, delivering on the strategic plan which Mike Clark, our CEO, has clearly laid out.
Right. Now I understand why you have to talk like that. Okay. And in terms of just a last question, just looking forward in travel retail, I mean, what would you say your big target would be overall, your grand plan?
Well, this week we're talking to our retail partners about a category development strategy which we've developed over the last few months. We see a big opportunity to deliver an incremental $1 billion into the wine category over the next 5 years. Within the liquor section in travel retail, wine accounts for only 21% of all sales. In a domestic market, it's closer to 50%. So wine consumers aren't buying wine in travel retail. We've conducted a global wine shopper study across 15 airports. The results of that have been analysed, and we've...
Sorry, when did you do that?
Over the March to May period this year.
Yeah, sorry,
across 15 key global airports. The results of that have been analysed, and a number of insights have come out. And we've built this category development strategy on 4 key pillars. We're sharing that with our partners this week in Cannes, and we're hoping to take that to the next level and really drop down into the detail of what are the solutions that we're going to put in place with our partners to deliver on that vision and objective of an incremental $1 billion in the wine category.
And I mean, without wishing to wave your flag for you, because I know you're quite capable of doing that yourself, I mean, you do actually have dedicated travel retail people working for you, don't you?
Absolutely. We have a global team. We manage the team globally. We understand the need to be talking to retail partners on a global basis. And they appreciate the fact that we're able to do that we don't have conflicts internally within the business about how we approach our customers. We have a team of really experienced professionals, both from a wine background and from a travel retail background, in all key travel retail locations globally.
Okay, and finally, I mean, how are you doing in travel retail?
We're doing very well. We're seeing very strong growth across all regions. We're having some really interesting, positive conversations with our key retail partners about what more we can do to actually bring the category to life, to deliver category growth for their business.
And you genuinely believe that you can make money in travel retail as your partners can?
Absolutely.
Great. Tom, thanks very much.
Thank you, Doug.